Welcome back, everybody. Time now 6:14, and it's time for your morning rush. Stories that might have slipped past you earlier this week. We start with the investigation into LSU and the university's mishandling of physical and gender violence allegations. Those consequences are spreading. The new president of Oregon State University, F. King Alexander, could lose his job over the fallout. Oregon State's Board of Trustees will meet tomorrow to discuss his role in the failings at LSU. Alexander was LSU's president until last July. Next, the U.S. government is sending a highway safety team to Detroit after a Tesla drove under a semi-truck, causing a serious crash. No one died, but 2 people were injured. Investigators say the Detroit crash has similarities with 2 other wrecks in Florida that happened when the cars were on autopilot. And finally, you don't have to head to Austin to take part in the South by Southwest Festival this year. It goes virtual starting today. The festival may be taking place online, but the lineup itself does not disappoint. Today's events include several tech showcases, films, and wrap-ups tonight with a handful of virtual musical performances. Sounds like a lot of fun. And Xavier, folks probably hoping this is the last year that it will be virtual.
You know what? Just like March Madness, we're going to keep our fingers crossed, right, Steph?